I'm not even going to wait till the end of the game, whether the Seahawks win or lose, or Green Bay wins or lose. The Seahawks got to get rid of Clint Hurt to start, right? He's the defensive line coach when our defensive line was worse than it is now, right? Like, we didn't even have as good players as we do now these last 2 seasons. And this year, better than last year, right? As a defensive coordinator, our defense got worse. It's the same as it was last year, even though we've performed better in certain aspects, as like takeaways, sacks, interceptions. It was still the same rank. Our defense has a better roster up and down, but still the same. And the reason is because Clint Hurt sucks. I mean, all the players in the wrong positions, the wrong players covering the wrong fucking players. It's just so irritating to watch. Simple freaking things. And another reason is because we're running a 3-4 defense with a 4-3 light defensive tackle front. That's not how it freaking works. If you're going to run a 3-4 defense in the NFL, you need three monsters, and they all better be, you better have one of them 330, 340, another one 310, and the other one at least 300 plus. You can't run a 3-4 defense with a bunch of 280, 85 pounders and then have your outside linebacker / ends be 255, 265 pound guys trying to cover running backs and receivers and these light ass tight ends. Darrell Taylor sucks. This is what he gets, 4 sacks a year. Whoop-de-doo. He can't contain the edge, and he can't cover linebackers. We play better without Jamal Adams. He needs to go. We need to release that money because the DBs play much better without him. He's great. If you're going to keep him, then make him a light outside linebacker, throw 10 pounds on him, and make him play outside linebacker. Because he's great up around the line of scrimmage. That's it. He can't cover. And we wasted too much money on him for being injured 2/3 of 4 years of being here. But Clint Hurt needs to go. We need to either run a 4-3 defense with our 4-3 type of players, or go and get 3 monsters. They don't even need to be the best monster defensive tackles. They just need to be guys that create havoc from guard to guard. Guard, center, guard. You can wreck those 3, you mess up a lot of what the offensive line is doing. And your 4 linebackers can just clean up. That's all they got to do is clean up. Another thing, who is teaching the Seahawks how to tackle? Shitty defensive coordinator. Because the shoulder tackles, it's ridiculous. You're in the NFL and you're trying these shoulder tackle stuff. There are little guys doing it to big fucking guys that are running the ball. And like, oh my God, why did he break the tackle? It's ridiculous. You would never see... I mean, it's beyond me. I have never seen the Seahawks have this bad of tackling. Just falling off of it because nobody knows how to tackle on the team. They're not taught how to tackle properly. It's amazing how many people in the NFL and coaches get up there and don't know how to teach people how to tackle, don't know how to tackle, and then wonder why everybody's got fucking concussions, breaking their necks and shit. It's because you're not teaching these people how to tackle properly. It's ridiculous. Pro athletes not knowing how to tackle. It is ridiculous. Just people getting in just because they're fast and big and have no talent whatsoever. It amazes me. And there's always that one guy who's undersized, too slow, that gets in. There's like, look, yeah, but he knows how to play football, and this is why he's making all the frickin' plays. It's ridiculous. But no, the next batch of rookies who somehow, for some reason, all these rookies seem to be the best athletes, and they haven't even physically matured yet, don't know the playbooks yet, they haven't had years in an NFL system, but somehow all these rookies are like, yep, they're just coming in and starting over guys who've been in the league, know the playbook, or have reached their physical peak, but those guys get washed out because, well, we got this rookie, we got to play him. Why? Because then all these veterans who should still be in the league get washed out of the league, or last year's rookies get washed out of the league. It's because they make so much money off of shuffling in the big show ponies every year, showing off the new crop of talent. You mean to tell me that many rookies are just all of a sudden like, I'll give you 1 to 3 every year, like one maybe making the Pro Bowl? There is no reason why a rookie should make the Pro Bowl. A guy 21, 22 years old just comes in and just like, it doesn't make any sense, especially when you just had that guy last year. It's ridiculous. People afraid to take a rookie out, a rookie quarterback, when they're playing like shit. And this year, this NFL season is so weird because there's just been all these backup QBs, and Cardinals just scored again. Will they, won't they? Seahawks, it's ridiculous. The only reason why our offense didn't perform like last year, even though our offense is better, roster-wise and all that stuff, is because we've had 50 different offensive lines because we've averaged 2 to 3 offensive linemen out every game. We even had a 42-year-old offensive lineman in there for a 3-game stretch because we had so many injuries. So that's something that could be fixed next year. It's just simply injuries, because we've called so many great plays and the guys have played. Offensive's done, I think, well for having 2 to 3 linemen out every freaking game the entire season. And then, but yeah, the problem is it's the defense. God awful rush defense. All the 5 big ass fucking guys have to do against a 3-4 defense with small defensive linemen. You've only got 3 defensive linemen now. So now you're losing all that weight and size and power to muck up the middle of the line. And they're just getting pushed around. And because you've got 3 big ass, you could go one-on-one with the 3 in the middle instead of having to take 2 guys to cover 1 defensive tackle or a nose tackle. Now they could just square up because they're bigger and stronger and move 3 guys. Now you have 2 offensive linemen to clean up any linebackers, and they're off all season long. Teams who weren't with bad rushing teams running all over the Seahawks. 30th ranked defense again. Yet the roster is better all the way through. At the beginning of the season, I said the 3-4 defense isn't going to work again because we don't have... Now, did we get better players? Yeah, but they're all built for a 4-3. I guarantee you if we had ran a 4-3 defense this year, our defense, we probably would have won 2 more games at least, and our defense would have been in the top 15. It's ridiculous. The Clint Hurt era, done. Gone. I don't want to see him next year. If we stick with the 3-4, then get 3-4 defensive linemen. Put Leonard Williams at tackle